All right, so the other side of the question about martial arts in media was exactly this rise of mixed martial art fighting and real people doing it in a real ring and doing real damage to each other. What are your thoughts on that? Because that has changed since I was a kid, right? That there was theatrical wrestling, and that was it. Mm-hmm. And now you got people who are relatively highly trained wailing on each other for our entertainment. What are your thoughts on that stuff?
I believe what the UFC has done is actually pretty cool, in my opinion only. I haven't rehearsed this answer, so whatever comes out
exactly.
is whatever comes out.
Here comes the dirt.
Yeah.
You like UFC?
I think it's awesome. I think, and I truly believe this. If I was like 30 years younger, right, and I saw an opportunity where I could be not only a professional martial artist, but also, for sure, if I'm one of the best, earn a pretty substantial salary and comfortable living doing it, and not only be able to earn that living for myself, but also be able to do it for my family, why wouldn't I then pack my schedule and be like, okay, Monday's jiu-jitsu, Tuesday's taekwondo, Wednesday's Muay Thai, Thursday's a fight day, Friday's a relaxation, recovery moment, Saturday's a camp all day, and Sunday's time with the family and whatever, right? So I would do that until the end of time.
How realistic are, I feel like, and I will tell you where this impression comes from, but I feel like a lot of the people who try to pursue that are delirious, that they think that they are more capable because they've won a couple bar fights than in fact they are when they're up against somebody who is actually trained and has spent the years, developing their body to wail on guys who are dreamers.
Yes, I suppose super fine line between arrogance and confidence, right? But then you find out, because you can't run from yourself, you get knocked out in the ring. You got one of two things to say. You got, oh geez, I got caught. Let me figure out what I did or where I can improve, and let's do better the next time. Or you say, it was a fluke. I let my guard down for only 2 seconds, and I got caught. I'm gonna do it again, or maybe. I
feel like as you make that characterization, that person you are imitating right now is delusional, right? That your presentation of that person's explanation is speaking to the fact that you think that guy's an idiot, that it was a mistake that he got caught for 2 seconds letting his guard down.
Yes.
Okay, so I read that correctly.
Yeah.
I had a tenant. This was this girl's first time living in an apartment on her own. She was a homely girl who was desperately wanted love, as we all do, and the first boyfriend was a jackass, and the second boyfriend was this guy who thought himself an MMA fighter, and he was like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna have no problem paying the rent. I make $5,000 a fight. He got his ass whooped so hard on a fight that I think he is living in the gutter somewhere. I have no idea what happened to him. He was not a good tenant for me. He was not a good boyfriend for her, but perhaps that example colors my opinion of, I'm going to say 2/3 of the guys who try to get into this. I had a contractor one time, same thing. Oh yeah, I'm an MMA fighter. Yeah, I could charge you $25,000 to repair that brick wall, but really, I'm an MMA fighter. And they all, so far, well, they both, right? My sample size is not large, but they seem delusional to me, and full of themselves, and frankly, just in love with the violence.
Yeah, an example I like is GSP, George St. Pierre. I think he's, and of course Hicks and Gracie. You almost can't leave his name out of the mix, because in the days where it was Vale Tudo, it was anything goes, and it was one round, as long as it took, only one guy's walking out.
Okay.
This
so cage match, basically.
This was what it was. These were the pioneers. These were the guys that came in and sacrificed their bodies and their minds for either the love of violence or the love of the sport, or to honor their martial art by showing that their martial art was the best. And this was kind of what Helio Gracie had envisioned for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to come to the forefront. He wanted to prove that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was the best apex predator of martial arts, which
is a reasonable goal to shoot for.
And he did, so.
How pure do you feel like the motives of the audience are?
Oh, they want to see blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a modern day gladiators is basically it. But no one has swords. No one's getting their arm cut off. I mean, some get their arm broken. Some get
Not enough lions.
not enough lions.
You need to get some more lions in there chewing.
They
on
have
those
to get
guys.
some more lions in there. I mean, who are you going to feed the losers to?
Precisely.
Lions are hungry. So it's modern day gladiators, and
So
as
you
I
like
mentioned,
it
I think
as an expression of skill.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They've obviously added more rules. There's rounds that are time limited. There's techniques that are banned.
Is to introduce safety, or
Oh, some of them, yes.
Okay.
Yep. Some of them, yes. Like you can't, if someone's on the ground and you're standing, you can't kick them in the head. Right? And this might seem.
I'm laughing at what
You can
I
kick their
consider
legs.
a low bar.
You can kick their legs, right? An example of another, I think they call it a 12 to 6 elbow, which is straight down like this.
Okay.
You're not allowed, I don't think you're allowed to do 12 to 6 elbows because their elbows are brutal.
Okay.
They're very dangerous. They can cut you and,
Are there
So-
particular rules around the testicles?
There are, yeah. You can't strike low, but in the early days, groin shots were not uncommon. Kicks, punches. Yeah, it was a brutal time. So nowadays is a lot cleaner to watch than it was way back when it was
Oh,
just
right.
this martial art versus this martial art.